everyone, this is me, Fiona, and the Persian medium, known as the Persian medium, and actually known as a subconscious mind surgeon. Hope you guys doing fantastic. So I am right now in Correa del Mar, my office in Newport Beach, waiting for a couple clients. I have one celebrity that's going to come at 11:30 right after my show is done. So you guys just have half an hour to having any sort of conversation or connection with me through my radio show, AvidAdvice Radio Network. And also, you guys ask me if I am working for any another radio shows. No, I don't. The only radio shows that I worked for so many years, almost in 5 years and 6 years, it was AvidAdvice Radio Network. And for those people who wants to have a free reading, just because you guys not affording $35 per minute, you guys not affording any other rules, so I just recommend you guys to follow AvidAdvice Radio Network on Facebook, on Instagram, and just see like when and where I have the show. And then they are going to help you guys to connect with me directly and instead to pay $35 per minute. I know that is not everybody that affords $35 per minute, so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm so thankful and grateful for AvidAdvice Radio Network to let us to connect this way in a very light, love, and common way. So let's just talk about, before I'm getting in color, so let's just talk about my plan for month of April. I am completely booked until August 23rd, 2019, when it comes to my Correa del Mar office, see me face-to-face. You guys having a lot of questions about private investigators, detective, police officers, that how you guys could communicate with me through them, or somehow if you guys have a case, cold cases from the past, somebody been missing for 10 years, and there is still some case that is open by detective, by new private investigators and anything, and you guys wanted me to involve in that cases. The only way that you guys can find me is to communicate through my agent. And also, if you guys have any sort of questions, you guys can do through my radio network, AvidAdvice Radio Network. And then if it's priority, then I will do everything what goes from my power to make it happen. So let's see. I'm trying to, okay. I'm trying to actually get myself ready right now. And so another thing that you guys ask me questions about, I'm not connecting you guys directly when it comes to cold cases or missing persons. You have to always ask your detective or private investigators to communicate with me. I do work with, LAPD sometimes, and I do work with, a couple anchors on news, which actually they gave me the cases and telling about what cases, and then the family actually communicating with me directly. But the best things is about that. Private investigators, detective, and officers communicate with me directly, because I don't have time, to be honest with you, to answering all the emails and questions. So by not wasting your time and my time, your energies and my energies, just let law enforcement communicate with me about your case. So back to the studio, you guys listening to AvidAdvice show. And what is AvidAdvice for something? AvidAdvice is a platform that you guys can worldwide communicate with me daily, 24 hours and 7 days. So why is AvidAdvice a good platform to communicate with Fiona? Because Fiona having about 25,000 to 26,000 clients worldwide. And I can't, and I can't really kind of communicate with you guys through my cell phones or emails. I have two assistants, actually, one based in San Francisco, one based in LA, trying to answer you guys nonstop and communicate with you guys nonstop, but still we can't really handle 250 to 350 emails daily. So the best ever time and the best ever place to communicate with Fiona directly without to be in the middle of the assistant's communication is AvidAdvice.com. AvidAdvice, you go there, you just sign up, and then you email me through AvidAdvice. If you email persianmedium@gmail.com, I'm not going to see it because I'm receiving about 250 to 500 emails daily. So the best things to communicate with Fiona, Persian Medium, I am powered, known as as Persian Medium, whatever you guys remind me or knowing about my name. So please go to AvidAdvice.com, sign up, and then send me email from there. communicate with me from there and ask me a question from there. Okay, back to studio. You guys listening to AvidAdvice show. This is again Fiona, your subconscious mind surgeon, known as a Persian medium. And back, and I have Vicky. Hello, Vicky. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you?
Okay, awesome, my love. I'm doing fantastic to have you here, and I'm trying to open your pentagon right now, get the vision. Please, first, tell me about where are you calling? Where are you located right now?
I'm calling from Pearson, Wisconsin.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So, sweetheart, give me your date of birth and then shoot your question. Go ahead, please.
It's 9/18 of 1971. And I'm at a crossroads right now, and I'm not really sure where to go.
Okay. So can you be clear on this, that what makes you to be more confused and not knowing exactly where to go?
Fiona, I feel like I'm in a stagnant position. Not really sure where my life's going. And
Okay.
thought I would have had a better set of guidance, but I'm just not feeling it.
Okay, the first things, the number one things that come to my life right now, I feel that you've been lost almost for about 8 months, and it's not just something that happened recently. And the reason that you've been lost because there was a couple of things that you've done or you did in the past, about maybe 4 months ago and even 9 months ago. It's just like impact you emotionally and also put some sort of fears in your way to not making a decision. So basically the power of decision that you always had in your life in the past couple of years, it's now gone just because you've been very lost in the past couple of 8 months. So what I wanted you to do nothing right at the moment, because I can see and I feel and I sense you so strongly. I'm so connected in your energies right now that you have to cut a couple people, or actually cut the cord in between you and cut a couple other people around you that are trying to basically push you down or not helping you through the process of your life. So you're confused because there's a lot of energies of other people engaging in your situation. So you got it, sweetheart? So I wanted you to cut the cord. I wanted you to wrap your priorities. I wanted you to know, and if you do have more than 3 priorities, then you don't have any priorities. Unfortunately, you are thinking a lot. You're overthinking a lot, because that's what I can see it actually in your personalities and the perspective in the middle of your pentagon. I would say around actually the month of April. We're talking about April 23rd, April 28th of this year, until actually the May 11th this year. Something going to happen, that some exchange of moving forward will completely actually pulling yourself through the directions that you have some fears right now. Should I do that or not? It will actually give you a clear answer. So basically right now you should just follow the flow and let the energies come to you. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to rush on anything. You don't need to make any decision right now at the moment until the April 23rd this month, until actually the May 11th this year. So you got it, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So what I have as a main, or what I can feel and sense as a main problem right now, I see a little bit of your health. And it could be because you've been stressed and you've been lost in the past couple of, again, months. I wanted you to look up and see exactly what's going on around you, why you are fatigued, why you are tired, why you're getting restless without no reason, what is going on, and all this stuff. So now tell me about your health and tell me about your digestion and your tummy, and also the pain that I can feel and sense you through your neck or back. So when everything started, because I can see it's come directly to my face, I can even feel and sense it through my body right now. I pick up and channeling your energies right now. So tell me about that. When all those things started for you?
Most of it started back with a horrific car accident back in 2003. And it's been progressively worse. I was just recently diagnosed with severe arthritis.
Okay. So when you been diagnosed, when did you get that news? The doctor mentioned to you that you're diagnosed, or you are diagnosed on this. Do you remember the date? Do you remember the time?
It was in the afternoon. I want to say it was roughly last spring. So it's been going on over a year now.
Do you have, I mean, that's exactly what I wanted you to not do. You are focusing on something that you don't want all the time right now. You have so much fears, and those fears and anxieties trying to also engage in your tummy and your digestion to not function the way that it should or correctly. I can also see that not sleeping at night will actually make you or put you in a position of restlessness and not knowing exactly what you want. Right now, your body is all over the place. Your energy is not adjust. And I wanted you first, before you make any decision, to just focus on your body and your mind. Remove all the fears and stop Google and all of those diagnoses and things actually that you can see and find on the internet. I see that you are searching, you are going around, you're asking a million of questions. As you know, that if he, as a healer, I always tell people, it doesn't matter what type of sickness you have inside of your body. It doesn't matter if it's so bad and if it's not that bad. In order to have and having them control your body and your mind, you have to become friend with them. So try to not see it as the enemies that attacking your body. Try to see it as don't kind of feel that there's an attack that's coming from that disease. Just see, well, you know what, let's just bring them together. Let's just work together. Close your eyes and talk to that, DNA or cells who actually not being correctly right because of that disease. And trying to feel and sense it and say that let's just cooperate with each other. You want to stay in my body, it's okay. You don't want to go, it's okay. But just don't hit me, don't hurt me. And I will work with you and we will work together to not hurting each other. So that's the only way that you can really put the healings on your body and activate healing on your body to make sure that you can get somewhere, okay? By hating the disease, by trying to have so much fears about the disease, by trying to Google a lot of craziness that actually is online by that disease, you're just going to make everything complicated for your life. You can also actually get more power to the disease that comes to your body. So in order to just having more control and not letting the disease control your body, you control the disease, you have to accept it. Then you have to love it and you have to make it and become as a friend with that disease. Because it's not something that go away for tomorrow, but it's something that actually can engage in you or pull you to the place that you want to be, and you can actually, minimize the pain, minimize the fears, and minimize everything. So how about that? What do you feel about that philosophy? Do you want to do it from now on? Do you want to remove all the fears and craziness? Do you want to stop kind of like Googling and go behind and behind? What is exactly you want to do? Can you tell me? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm just trying to process all of this stuff.
I know it's hard. I know that is. It's not a pleasure timing when you heard that someone tell you that you are diagnosed by this and you are diagnosed by that. But it's not going to help you if you're trying to fight back and trying to hate that. If you hate it, you just created another DNA or another actually crazy cells in your body that's going to actually fight with your body and with your immune system in order to remove these fears, in order to make those, damaged DNA and damaged actually cells working together with your correct cells. Is all about to welcome them and to love them and says, okay, you're not going to go anywhere from my body. I understand that, but don't hit me. I will make you to become friend to my other cells on my body. And let's guys working together. Don't make me to feel down. Don't make me to feel tired. Don't make me to feel this and that. Psychology, you're going to also give yourself a lot of hormones, which actually heal all those damages, DNA and cells that come with that diagnosis. So that's why I wanted you to affirm and I want you to connect with that instead of hate it, instead of actually feel bad about why me, because directly when we diagnose for something, the only things that we says about like why I get that, why me, I was this, I was that, I was healthy, I helped a million of people around worldwide, but why I had to have that problem, instead of actually trying to blame God, blame yourself, blame others, or actually feel poor for yourself, be strong. Build unshakable personalities to get things correctly. And I know you can do that. I know that you will get everything correctly right. And I know because you have a very powerful personality. The reason that right now you can make the decision It's because you're all over the place, your energy is all over the place, and you're confused how to fight with that disease. You don't need to fight it. You just need to accept it. By accepting, then by respecting, then this disease will work out through your body the way that you want. And instead that this disease control your body and your mind, you are going to control that disease and how badly it could hit your body. So that's why I wanted you to change your mindset. I wanted you to hijack your subconscious mind. I wanted you to think differently about that diagnosis. And I wanted you to get up, stand up for something that you want to do, and you still feel like because of that, maybe I'm not able to. This is not going to stop you for something that you want to do. That's why I wanted you to look up correctly. I wanted you to feel and sense and change your mindset.
I agree.
Fantastic, baby. I love it. Thank you so much that you accepted. I always suggesting things to smart people. You're a smart person. You know what you want. So in order to guys just, communicating with smart people, you have to always start with suggestion. And that's why I want to suggest your body as well. Suggest
I know I've got to overcome this. This is not going to stop me.
Exactly. And I know you are going to. And I know that you always help a million of people around you. I know that everyone that had any sort of problem, they could come to you and you could calm them down. You could make them to feel happy. You could just
like there was something holding me back. I always felt like there was something controlling everything around me.
Exactly. But the one thing that you should remind, my love, it's right now is your time. That's why you're still shocked by everything that you've been and been through, everything that you've been diagnosed. That's why you are kind of not understanding. Why me? So stop it right away. Just build a new good relationship with that diagnosis and make everything to work out on your benefit. And I know you can do it. I know you can easily get in tune with it. I know that you can feel and sense everything in a correct way. And I know you can because I do believe in your power and I do believe in your energies because I can sense you and I can feel you from now or even from here. So I can channel into you. I wouldn't even worry myself about your problem or I wouldn't even worry myself about anything that has to do with you. I would just say, you know what, be open, open your mind, open your eyes, and open your feelings and thought through everything that comes to you right now. Nothing will hit you and nothing will push you away. I do remember that now, or I have it right now, that my producer says there is another person that's waiting, but I would love to have a conversation with you and continue to have, I don't have so much time, maybe about like less than 9 minutes, but I want to continue to talk to you because I wanted you to found your power. And I wanted you to found the energies and the connections that you always have. And right now is hiding somewhere just because of the fears. So remove that fears and let it go. Stop talking about the disease to people. Stop telling people about it. By telling what we don't like, we recall pain, we recall sadness, we recall stress. That's why I'm telling you, stop talking about madness, sadness, pain, anything that we have. Of course, we do not, and we do need to have someone to talk to communicate with, but just have one simple person to talk to, two simple person to talk to, not talk to everybody, not telling about your problem, because it's just gonna put it there, out there for universe to recall more pain, to recall more stress, and not really help you at all. So just stop talking about any pain, any boringness, any sadness, any anxieties, and any stress. We go back again, and now I have another caller. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi, sweetheart.
Hello?
How are you doing? We don't have so much time, gorgeous, so I wanted you to give me your date of birth as soon as possible, and let me just open the Pentagon and read you as soon as possible. So give me your date of birth and then shoot your question. Go ahead, please.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you very well. Did you ask my name?
Give me your date of birth, and then tell me about your question.
My question?
Yes.
Okay. My date of birth is 4/20/1981.
Okay.
Do you need the place I was born as well?
No. It's perfectly fine for me because I opened your Pentagon chart. So, and tell me what you have in your mind and what you want to know of your moment. Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay, so my question is about this. Lately I have been feeling like I'm having a hard time getting out of a victim mentality, and it seems no matter how I change my circumstances, there's always some kind of a bully in my presence, and I feel that from inside, I feel like I don't have control because I can't stop these people from acting the way that they do, and I always have to like fight or flee. But what ends up happening is that I put myself through a lot more challenges, and it seems like this experience has been following me. I realize that this is my inner state, and I ultimately I can control my inner state without having to be affected by outer circumstances, but I guess there's like an inner childhood like feelings that get triggered when I get yelled at or when I'm like talked to in a condescending way. So I'm wondering, what can I do to release this and to change? I would like to change that very much.
Let me just fast telling you because we don't have too much time. So as you actually saying right now, what other people thinking and feeling about you, which you actually mentioned very loud and clear and nicely, it's not your business. What is your business and responsibilities is about to ignore them as much as possible, cut the cord between you and them, and never trying to engage yourself with any of those nastiness, negative energies, gossip, or jealousy. Unfortunately, you have all of them around you, but as long as you allow them to play game with your mind, trying to push you down in your subconscious, making you to feel awful about yourself, and you're trying to go after them because you think if you just have something back to them, then everything is going to be okay, then you are just wasting your time. So my advice to you is strongly and powerfully, stop focus on them. Stop thinking what they're thinking about you, no matter who they are, no matter what they are up to, no matter what you are doing, and no matter how perfect you can be in any sort of level of your life, they always going to push you down just because they are jealous, envy people, because they wanted to be like you, but they don't understand and they don't know what language they could talk to you to get close to you and to know about, or get to know about your success, get to know about your personality. So jealous and envy people who actually talk behind you and in front of you and push you down in so many ways is actually people who love you so much. They almost fall in love with your personality. That's why you became matter in their life. So don't look at them as enemies. Just look at them as a poor people who really fall in love with you and your personality, but they can't even get close to that matter or the place that you are in your life. And that's why they don't even know what type of language they should communicate with you to understand what was your, reason for success. What was your, secret for that success. So see them that way. And when you see them that way, your mindset change completely and look back and says, I will focus on myself to become better. I don't want to waste my time and energies by just talking back to them or just trying to convince them or defend myself. Never try to defend yourself for anybody. Never try to convince anyone for your value. As long as you know your value, as long as you know how good you are as a person, no one and nobody going or can push you down until you allow them to do that and allow them to happen. So my advice, cut the cord, ignore 100%. Don't get engaged with any envy and jealousies and craziness, and stop overthinking your overthinking. Don't defend yourself. Don't do nothing. Just relax and wait. This is my advice to you from now on. And we have all child inside of us, and you can control it in a way that you says, oh, you know what, baby girl, you've been so awesome that now you have a lot of women, a lot of men around that get jealous and wants to be look like you, but they can't. So see them as a poor people who really fall in love with you and your personality, but they can't even get close to any of things that you have today. Okay, I have just 60 seconds, and maybe that's why my producer trying to cut things. Thank you so much. For more information about me, go to AvidAdvice.com, PersianMedium.com, AvidAwakening.com. And you guys want to have any sort of conversation, those two beautiful women who want to talk to me, not on the radio, but in a private matter, AvidAdvice.com, sign up. get your 5 free minutes, email me from there, and I will guide you guys as much as I can. Thank you by listening. Thank you so much. Have a great one, and bye.